Yo boys and girls, it's your boy Diversity here. Finally, as promised, here are the gaming videos I've been saying for months, and we're doing a Southend United manager mode. But during this, there's going to be a catch. We are not doing the opening transfer window. It is going to be straight from the team that Kevin Bond left us. We are, instead of Sol Campbell coming into a place, we are the new manager, and we're going to try and lead Blues to the top of the table. So I hope you guys enjoy this series we're going to create. So after about 5 minutes of playing around, boys, this is the team that I'm thinking could be our starting team for the season. It's got good balance all around, good players, and I'm hoping it can lead us on to victory. Moving into the objectives that we've been set by the board. Youth development. Sign one youth player to the senior team. That's easy for us. We've always had a great youth at Southend. 85% attendance in home matches, easy. No objectives there. Round 32 of the FA Cup. That's possible. Fight for promotion, yep. And be fair with the money, don't go overboard. Yeah, I think those are all easily fixable for us. We can do that. And boy, if you don't clear out your emails, you know, you're just that scumbag in FIFA. You've got to keep them emails clean, you know. Moving into some training now, boys. We do have Leighton Nduku, Hutchinson, Bueno, young Tom Clifford and Nathan Bishop, all in training. Very exciting young players. Want to see where they go. And we do start off with some great results. Tom Clifford getting a big boost up there. Can see he'll be a great second choice left back to Nathan Ralph. Maybe in them cup games we don't do as much of, or just, you know, as a spare if anyone gets injured almost at fullbacks. Now, we do get a couple of emails here suggesting about captains for the team. I did have a thing, is Milligan the right man to lead us forward? But I was going to change it, as it says, to John White, because he is an excellent leader. But I thought, you know, Milligan, we don't have many good CDMs, and he is a great leader, so I kept him. And speaking of Milligan, we did get a nice welcome on behalf of him, saying, welcome to the team. We respond with something nice back, saying we're excited, we can't wait to get started with the season. But now, boys, moving into our first game of the episode. It is, I don't even know, AJ Araco, Ajaka, however you say it, with our first choice team, I think, and we get a 2-1. Oh, I wasn't expecting that part. Oh dear, that didn't go as I planned. Moving into the second game of the pre-season tournament now, boys, against Correct, however you say that. Made a few changes in midfield, and it clearly pays off because we do win 2-1. Hutchinson and Heim came in, Humphreys and Cox with the goals. Great start. Now, quickly moving into our last match against Sparta, only change, Oxley is in goal for Nathan Bishop, and we do get a 2-1 win, meaning we do progress into the quarterfinals of the pre-season European, whatever you want to call it, Cup, which is a good start. And we do receive a little bit of tournament prize money, as you can see down the bottom there. Eventually, I do realise that and click it, or in fact, go to the emails. But yeah, it was 405,000, which will help go towards Youth Academy, loaning and signing players in January. You know, every bit of money we get now, since we're not making signings, is a great start. And now moving in to the quarterfinals of the pre-season tournament, no changes to the scheme against VAFC. We do pick up a 1-0 loss, unfortunately. Into a bit more training now, boys, and as we can see, Elvis Bueno goes up to a 65. Great young talent. Believe he can be a great player for us this season, running down the wings, getting assists, I believe. And also in real life, I believe he has a great future ahead of him, young player. Going into the emails, clearing them out. Like I said, if you don't clear them out, there'll be something wrong with you guys. Moving on, boys, we do go ahead and look at the money we have in the transfer budget. And I've got to say, it is a 2,500,000 after we earned a bit of cash. So I figured, let's get some academy players in, get some of these objectives completed. Now, looking at these, they do cost quite a fair bit. The only good one that I could see who was potentially worth it was either the top guy or the bottom one. But I do end up going for the bottom one, which is Pasi Makaluk, however you say that name. I'm not going to offend any Finnish people who watch this. But we do decide to set up a scouting network with him, and I did spend a couple of minutes searching around. I didn't want to go too far away into like the Asia or to America. I wanted to keep not too far away. I did have a look in Italy, Spain, Portugal, but I thought we could get a little bit closer than that. So I do back out here, and eventually I'll find my way round to France, which is just across the water from us. Figured we can get a technically gifted player for 6 months, not costing us too much, so then when January rolls around, we can happily make some signings. So just before we go to our opening match, we do get an email from Sam Manton, clearly the best midfielder we have in this club, saying that he wants to go in instead of Hutchinson. Now, personally, I prefer Hutchinson, but I'll be nice to him and say I'll consider it, even though he's probably going to sit on the reserves for this match. And we do move in to our first opening game against Coventry, hopefully going to pick up 3 points. What once was the Arico Arena, now Moulton Road. That is how it has gone for not a great start for Coventry in real life, having to move grounds. They have had some good results though recently, so I can't knock that. And their fans' turnout have always been terrific, moving away from home. But as we can see, boys, moving into the first game, wearing our bright yellow shirts, hopefully pick up a better result than in real life. So all I can say is, here we go, boys. Start of the season, come on, you Blues. Starting out on the wing here with Elvis, plays in Humphreys, gets in behind the fullback, sends in the cross. I expect the keeper to catch, but he actually punches it out for a corner, which did leave me surprised. I did back off with Tom Hopper in the middle. Southend fans waiting for the ball to come in. I thought, is Milligan the right guy to take it? Yeah, go on then. Whips it in, aim for Humphreys, and unfortunately just missed out. McLaughlin passes it back in, expecting something. Out to Cox, get it on your noggin. No, misses it. Tries to head it back in onto Nduruku. No, he's missed it, and Coventry do clear. Into the next clip now, boys. Passing our way through the middle. Getting through, and Cox is through here on goal. Literally, he is away from all the players. He has just one job to put it in, and he did in fact pass it to the keeper. I did accidentally cut that clip, please excuse that. But Coventry on the breakdown here. Elvis, good cover back. Oh, he's lost. He's passed it away. Coventry now have a great chance here to get us through. Passing the ball through. Shaughnessy gets it, can't clear it. Gordon, what a save by Bishop. When I was playing this, I just thought this was an excellent save. Gordon, a really good striker in real life and the game. Aiming for that corner. Luckily, it does bend towards Bishop, so he gets his hand on it. Corner now for Coventry. Pass it short, gets whipped in. Free header, oh, just over. That could have so nearly been their goal. Anyway, throw in for Coventry here, down on the line. They are being very attacking here. I'm not very liking this. They play it in, nice short passing, keeping hold of the ball, passes it in. Luckily for us here, they do score, but it is offside, luckily, just by centimetres. I'm so lucky for that. Breaking in now to the next clip. Nduruku running down the line, trying to get past the fullback, cuts back, passes to Hopper, passes through to Cox. Cox is through here again. Can he redeem himself? I don't want to risk it. I'll pass it to Humphreys, and Humphreys does the job. 1-0 to us. Same person as last year who saved us from going down against Sunderland does that. Cheeky little front flip as a celebration. Nice easy goal. Just cut through their defence like butter. Cox squares it up to Humphreys, and all he has to do is just pass that into the corner of the net, which he always does superbly well. Here from another angle, guys. Just nice easy side foot into the bottom corner. And we are 1-0 up in our first game of the season. Like I said, come on you Blues. Now, before we get carried away, boys, I thought my defending in this game was absolute class. You know, Elvis winning the header there, plays it to McLaughlin, trying to break through the midfield. But I thought, on the whole, the defence was solid. Shaughnessy and Lennon at the back together was an amazing combo, and I might keep that. But us on the attack here, Milligan playing it through to Nduruku. Should I cross it? Nah, I'm cutting in. I'm going for the shot. Goes for the shot, and oh, that is a good save by their keeper. Like cat-like reflexes, like the Bishop save. It was very good. Very good shot. Maybe creeping on the inside of the post. Humphreys could have had a touch on it, but no, their keeper, superb save. McLaughlin to whip this in, aiming for Humphreys' head, as always. Goes for it, and Coventry do clear the ball and try to make their way up the line, but unfortunately, we do cut it out. Going into the next clip here, boys. Coventry trying to break through our midfield, but as you can see, tight as a rock. No, I say that, he's just got round our player. Cuts it in, and Elvis again, like I said, defending his class. They've broken through. Now, this is where it gets confusing, boys. Look at Bishop. Like, what's happened? What just happened? I was literally stunned. I dropped the controller. I was stunned at that. That was the cheapest goal and the worst we could do for our first one of the season to concede. We shouldn't even have conceded in this match, but that is the goal we do concede. Look at this. He shoots. I expect Bishop to pick that up, but no. Guess what? He bloody don't. It passes out to Allen, and he just slots it home. So I thought, nah, it's going to be half-time. I'll just walk forward, play into half-time. So it is half-time. We are 1-1. Cheapest goal to concede. Great goal from Humphreys, but like I said, cheap goal to concede right on the stroke of half-time. Not good for confidence at all. Coventry playing down the wing really well, exploiting the wing, goes for a little cut in, passes back. Now I thought he was going to shoot it. No, he actually does a clever little pass, blocked by Shaughnessy, brilliant block. Try to head it clear, and we do eventually. Coventry again on the attack, started this half off really well, they did. We couldn't even really get forward or past into their 25-yard area. But here we go. Ralph running down the wing. I see support in the middle. I keep going. I don't want to go at wide crosses because crosses are wank in this game. Cox goes to the shot and blocked. that was just the story of our second half. Couldn't get forward, and Coventry did always break. Substitution here for Coventry, though, replacing their number 11 for number 33, Kanstar. He looked, when he came on, not being bad here, but he did look a very quick player. And we also do make a sub. Hopper wasn't really having an influence on the match, so I decided to put Cox up top, put Hyam at the cam position, and hope that we can maybe conjure up something here or try and save a 3 points here. But we do end up breaking down the wing with McLaughlin, who does lose out to it, but wins it back from a cheap place of pay from Coventry, cuts it into Cox. Cox runs at the defence, as he always does, goes towards the line, sends in a cross, straight at their keeper, but he does tip it over luckily instead of catching it. And I do make a sub down, as you can see in the bottom, boys. Sam Barrett coming on for Nduuku. He had a good match, he did, but I thought we could change up for the last 15 minutes, get some fresh legs on. McLaughlin to witnessing again towards Humphreys, as always, and it is punched away yet again. Comes back out, looking to send the ball back in. We do. Humphreys just misses it. But Lennon has it here, but unfortunately he does lose it due to lack of control. And Coventry do play their way out. Coventry luckily get past Shaughnessy there. Shaughnessy should have done better, should have won the ball, stuck his head in. But they are trying to play their way around, just holding the ball up nicely, doing some quick snappy passes, passing in it. Last few minutes, we're into the final 2 minutes of time. I'm thinking we're going to concede it. We're going to throw the game away. So Coventry do pass out. I go for the shot, and Bishop, again, both keepers this game had great matches. Bishop with an amazing save there. Skipped it quick just to see if I can defend the score. Comes in. And we do clear it just in a matter of time. They head it back and it goes over. Now, this is the final kick of the game, boys. I feel like we've done everything we can here. Bishop just to launch up the field, end the match, take the point. We are lucky to have the point at this stage, but that is it, boys. Full time in our first game, 1-1 against Coventry. Not deserved at all. Maybe should have lost that 2-1. Maybe a draw is fair. We did give away a cheap goal, but it is 1-1 at the end of the game, boys. Now, we do get an invite to a post-match interview after this, so this is where you're going to see us go into. Moving into the interview now, boys. This is my first interview I've done on FIFA 20. I've had the game for a while, but I haven't really been on it. I'm excited for this. I think this is a good thing they've released for career mode. It needed something. Is the draw on your debut good enough to please you? I think we were lucky, but again, a draw isn't the end of the world. As I always say, you know, it's a point. We're not bottom, we're in the mid-table. It's good. We're only just starting. Like my guy says, it's only the first game. A draw doesn't really. Sticking with Cox paid off. How tough was your decision to give him a break? You know, I said he did well here. It's just the beginning. He is a great player, but during this match, he was like Hopper. He did a few good things, but then it was a toss-up between to bring Hopper or Cox off, but I took Hopper and said, McLaughlin, I thought this was a bit opposite, you know. McLaughlin got in on the ball quite a bit, and they say he's in a downward bit of form. I didn't understand that, but I fully support McLaughlin. No, everyone has rough patches in real life and in game, so I feel he can come back from this nice and easy. And that would be the end of the interview. So this is going to wrap up the first episode, boys. I know it's not going to be the best because obviously it's a voiceover, but I hope you stick around for next episode. If we can get at least 25 likes, I will release it later today. So as I said, boys, I have been Diversity, and peace.